Sometimes it feels like all that is needed is slight improvements, refinements and trimmings to an already great product to make it worthwhile of an upgrade. Samsung seems to think so when it comes to the Galaxy Watch 6, but is it more sensible in this case to stick to the Watch 5? Let's find out. Unboxing of the Galaxy Watch 6 and what comes with it. I've got the gold color in the 43mm size, which comes with the watch, charger and standard paperwork. Let's start with the design and build quality, and of course I will focus more on the Watch 6 and use the Watch 5 as reference. This part should be near enough a quick one because it's a case of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but refine it, chisel it and trim it all around, because in terms of the framing, it is using an aluminium frame, but the biggest thing you're going to notice is the slimmer bezels, but overall it is pretty much the same design. But they've just packaged it so well where it affects everything else that's really good about the watch experience, which we're pretty much going to talk about next when it comes to the display. But overall, when it comes to the fit and finish and the design, it is based off the same principle design. So you're not really going to be upgrading because it looks any different, but maybe the color options. But overall, I do still like the look of the Watch 6. Since a big part of the watch experience is all about the visual look and feel, the display has now been improved. It is a 1.3-inch AMOLED display with a 432x432 resolution. It's a flat display just like before, but the biggest thing is the slimmer bezels by the reduction of up to 30%. And it may not seem like much on the surface, but honestly, the visual look of the slimmer bezels on the Watch 6 makes, in my personal opinion, such a huge difference. But backed with that is the brighter display. 2000 nits of peak brightness is what's now rated on the display. And again, for the watch experience, it being so small and the fact that you're going to be wearing it more times and it's always on you and it's meant to have the quick, immediate look, having a much brighter display is such a welcome addition. It's the subtle little things in this particular area where I feel like it makes more of a difference than even I thought it would do compared to the Watch 5. Is it enough of an upgrade? Hey, it really depends on you, but actually for me, it's a lot more tempting than even I want to admit. For the specs and the performance, the Galaxy Watch 6 is powered by the new Exynos W930 dual-core chip that now clocks the 1.4 gigahertz, and you do get an increase in RAM to 2 gigabytes, and you still have 16 gigabytes of internal storage. Now, if you compare it to the Watch 5, that is using a previous W920 Exynos chip, it does have 1.5 gigabytes of RAM and still the same 16 gigabytes of internal storage. And that chip is meant to be clocking to like 1.18 gigahertz. I'm gonna be dead honest, the performance in terms of my initial feel with the first couple of days that I've had it feels no different. For me, I would have probably been more excited with the manufacturing process because they're still on 5nm supposedly. And I think if we saw a reduction to 4nm or even 3nm, this would have been a much better difference maker when it comes to efficiency. More than outright performance, it's a smartwatch. No one's gonna be running speed tests when comparing these two. They feel comparable, but efficiency matters more. But overall, it's an improvement. I'll take it regardless of what comes. When it comes to the software experience, it is running Wear OS version 4 with One UI Watch 5 on the Galaxy Watch 6. And this is pretty much the latest and greatest when it comes to the software experience when it comes to Samsung's latest Galaxy Watch. Now, the Galaxy Watch 6 series takes what the Galaxy Watch 5 started and really improves on it and enhances it, especially when it comes to a lot of emphasis on sleep, with sleep messages and also advanced sleep tracking and advice, as well as all the different things that comes to improving your health that comes through the extra Samsung Galaxy Health Monitoring app. Now, what you have to remember is when it comes to these Galaxy Watch series, the best experience is when it's linked to a Galaxy smartphone. In this particular case, I am linking it to the Galaxy Z Flip 5. and pretty much more testing is needed, but it builds on things like what we had from before. The temperature monitor and sensor is still there, but this is more used to monitor menstrual cycle. And again, I don't get menstrual cycles. So natively, there isn't a way to kind of just offset measure your temperature like you can do with your heart rate and other stuff. You can get a third-party app. I'm still looking for the best one to really test it to see how accurate it is. But one of the key elements of the software experience is the camera viewer. It's actually available on a Watch 5 as well. My only gripe with the camera viewer is one particular mode that I was really looking forward to working properly with video was video portrait mode. It supports in video and pictures, but it doesn't support in video portrait mode, which I think would have been absolutely clutch, especially for the rear camera. But the software experience, pretty much, if you're familiar with what you had with the Watch 5, it's near enough the same with the Watch 6, unless it's gonna be optimizations to things like battery and other things. I will pretty much spend more time to test it to really see how it improves. Obviously, you've got the irregular heart rate monitoring and notifications that comes with it as well, but more testing is needed to see how it works for sleep tracking. But the overall software, it's very much near enough, very similar and the same, but more testing is needed. Last mention is the battery, and it is packing a 300 milliamp hour battery. Again, more testing is needed, and the previous Galaxy Watch 5, especially in the smaller timepiece, 40mm, they struggled to get through the day, and you could get slightly more than a day out of it. It's set to be improved, but again, more testing is needed, so we'll see it and report back. But overall, we should see an improvement, but over the first couple of days, it feels pretty much on par with what you would expect for battery experience in a watch like this. To upgrade or be sensible, I would say in this particular case, it's a harder choice than expected. On one hand, I definitely feel more inclined to recommend this upgrade because the slimmer bezels and a brighter display make a huge difference, more than you actually suspect and think when it comes to a smartwatch or mobile device in general. But at the same time, is it enough? Is it better to just save your money and get the Watch 5? More testing is needed, but let me know what your thoughts are between the Galaxy Watch 6 and a Watch 5 in the comment section below. That's it for me, Ben from Lover of Tech. If you enjoy videos like this, you know exactly what to do. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. I hope you're all safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.